guys, it's Christy with Southern Belle Firearms Training, and today I want to talk to you about concealed carrying. But I've gotten a lot of questions about holsters, how you react to certain situations when you are concealed carrying, how you would conceal carry with children per se, and how to handle different work environments where maybe you're at work all day and maybe you are not allowed to carry your firearm, how you would handle that situation, and or places that you're not allowed to carry legally but maybe have the no gun signs up. Those are all questions that I've received. But before we get to that, I really want to address something that I see a lot. And I don't want to step on any toes, but I hope that the men won't be offended by this. I'm talking to the ladies. Only you and only you can pick out your firearm. And I say that specifically to the ladies because I've seen a lot of times where husbands or boyfriends or fiancés, dads, grandpas, uncles, etc. will call me or email me and ask me, what is the best firearm for me to get my girlfriend, my wife, my daughter, whatever the case may be. And without knowing that woman, or without knowing what she likes or how she's shot, or if she's even shot before, if she's even interested in it, I really can't give that advice. The reason why is because there's so much more that goes into it, and it's a very personal decision in my opinion, and I want to kind of walk you through how you kind of come to that decision as far as what firearm is the right firearm for you. Your husband can't choose it for you, your boyfriend can't choose it for you, your daddy can't choose it for you, your girlfriend can't choose it for you, your best friend can't choose it for you, and I can't choose it for you. You have to choose it for yourself. There are a lot of different factors in selecting a firearm, and I just am going to touch on some of the high points, but there's so many more that go into it too. So if I don't talk about a specific one but you've got a question about it, please comment or message me and we'll get you sorted out. The first one I want to talk about is budget. That is usually the biggest factor for a lot of people. How much money can you spend? Especially if you are on a joint budget with someone else, you really need to discuss that with them. What can you afford to purchase? Now, don't think that if you have a small budget, that's going to limit your options for a good pistol. There are plenty of good options in each different price range. You just have to know what that price range is so that you don't try one of those high-end ones and fall in love with it and get really disappointed when you can't afford it. The other one I want to talk about is ergonomics. How does it fit in your hand? Women have smaller hands than men, so a lot of times the gun that they prefer is not going to be the same gun that you prefer. And so you really need to take into account how it fits in your hand when you're gripping it, how you can pull that trigger if it's got too long of a trigger pull, and if that trigger pull can be adjusted at all. What about the slide, revolver versus semi-automatic, things like that? How does the recoil work for you? The size of it, as far as where you want to carry it, the weight of it. So if you're going to carry it in your purse or your bra holster, you don't really want a big, thick, chunky, very weighty gun. You want something that's going to be a little bit lighter. So these are all things that you need to consider. You also want to consider where you're going to carry it. I know that we haven't talked about holsters yet, but you kind of need to get a good idea of how you dress and how that affects what kind of holster you can choose. If you wear a lot of skirts and dresses, maybe an ankle holster or a thigh holster will work for you. If you're more in the business place where you wear slacks and blouses a lot, then maybe something in your waistband. And then if you wear blouses a lot but something in your waistband isn't going to work because of just the way your pants are, things like that, maybe the bra holster is a great option for you. We'll talk more about holsters later, but just keep in mind that there are different types of holsters, different locations, as well on body as well as in purse carries. So like if you're going to get a purse carry gun, if you know that you want to keep it in your purse, then I would recommend a revolver. If you're going to carry in your bra holster, I would highly not recommend a revolver. So these are all things to keep in mind as you move through this process. I also want to talk about caliber. A lot of times if you're going to be in a family where you are going to have multiple guns throughout the household, then you might want to consider keeping one type of caliber instead of a variety of them. That way you can purchase in bulk and get a nice great discount It also comes into play when you have a ammo shortage or a huge supply issue where the price is going to go up or they're going to be harder to find. The price will be a lot cheaper, probably say for a 9mm than a 38 special. So these are all kind of things to start doing a little bit of research on if those things affect you. When you're deciding for you, I want you to talk to other shooters. Get advice, get opinions from the other people in your life that have guns, that have shot before. See what they like. Read a couple articles. I posted one on my Southern Belle Firearms Facebook page recently about the top 10 concealed carry pistols right now for women in the United States. If your gun is not on there, don't worry, that's okay. Pick the right one for you. Look into that, get those advice, the opinions, put those ones on your list if they fit in all your other criteria. Then I want you to handle each and every one of them. Go to the gun range, maybe the gun shop. Maybe they don't have a range there, but they have all of the different guns for you to handle, try them out, see what you like. And then after you've gotten all of that, if you've kind of ruled out a few, you've gotten your good list, then I want you to go shoot those final ones on that list. Then you can come with your last pros and cons and pick that right pistol for you. Now, I want you to remember, you might need more than one pistol. Just like we have more than one belt, more than one pair of shoes, more than one pair of earrings, we might need more than one pistol. And that's okay. And you can tell the men in your life that they need to support that decision. If they want you to have guns, it's okay for you to have more than one. And they can come to me if they've got problems about that. Now, once you've made that decision, once you have decided for yourself which pistol is the right one for you, you tell that person in your life that really wants to go purchase you a gun, then they can go surprise you with it for your birthday or Christmas or whatever else like that. But not until you tell them which one that is. Or, better yet, let them take you to go get it yourself. We'll talk more next week about holsters and other concealed carry issues, but I really wanted to address picking out your firearm this week, and next week we'll talk a little bit more in detail about other issues that come along with concealed carry.